Hello and welcome to the Pillai Center Google Hangout. My name is Sarah and I am here to do an energy outlook for May 2015. So welcome. Each month we highlight some important dates for you based on the movement of the planets, based on what Dr. Pillai calls the time shaktis, or the energies that really impact our time. So if you think about how important the planets and the stars are, they create time for us. And the more we learn to understand what they're doing, the more we learn to become aware of their impact, the more conscious we become and the more we can create and manifest in our lives. So let's get started by looking at these important dates that you want to note for May. And then I will also go into a few quick tips so you can incorporate the time shaktis into your daily life. So first we start with the 2nd of May. This first weekend in May brings us a full moon. And the full moon is a time of prosperity. It's a time of abundance. Just think of how bright and robust and beautiful the moon is when it's full. It gives us this energy. It gives us all this light and support to create and to manifest. So whatever your heart's desire is, you want to focus on that on the full moon. And really your heart's desire, not what you think you should want or what someone else tells you to create, but what you really, really want deep in your heart. Go for it on the full moon. This is a very special full moon. It's known as Chitra Purnima. And if you visit Pillai Center or Astrology, you will see recommended remedies or practices or ways to participate in fire labs. Dr. Pillai mentioned for this moon, it has a power to connect the chakra of the heart and the crown chakra on the top of the head. So there's this link between the head and the heart. There's this link between your desires in the material world and your spiritual progress. So really tap into the full moon. It's the one day of the month you want to make sure you do a meditation or make sure you do a lot of chanting if you prefer that. Shreem Brzee is a great mantra to do on the full moon. It brings all this prosperity consciousness. If it's money or material things or just beauty and joy, Shreem Brzee can bring all of that. And the goddess Lakshmi is very much connected to the full moon. In addition, it happens to be the birthday of an avatar of Vishnu. This avatar is known as Narasimha, and his body is that of a very strong, fierce, masculine being, and his head is that of a lion. So he is completely ferocious, and the beauty of this archetype of Vishnu is that he protects us and he sustains us by removing negativity. So if you've ever seen an image of him, he's often got this really fierce look on his face. He's got big claws, and he comes to completely rip apart anything that's holding us back. So think of your life. Think of people in your life that may be negative. Think of parts of your job that feel negative. Think of areas in your health that feel like they're weighing you down, or there's a problem or an illness in your health, and really creating an opportunity to clear the negative roots of that. This is what Narasimha comes to help humanity with. So on May 2nd, again, you can visit Pillai Center and Astrology for offerings. I believe Pillai Center has a teaching from Dr. Pillai, and Astrology has many, many offerings you can participate in. And if you do nothing else, just search online for Narasimha and see his image and know that fierceness and that ability to just really clear away negativity. It will help you immensely for the rest of the month and the rest of the year. After that, I want to look at May 10th, which is Mother's Day. It's Sunday, and those of you who celebrate Mother's Day around the world, it's a day to embrace the divine feminine. So be it your biological mother or someone who has supported you in life, or your grandmother, or just women in general who've been powerful influences. It's a very important celebration. In the tradition of the Vedic way, it's also the goddess, the divine mother, the feminine. So finding a connection to that on May 10th is very important. if there's a particular goddess whose mantra you love, chant that mantra, or put flowers in your house, offer flowers to yantras or images or statues of the goddess, or bring sweets, have chocolates and things around to really celebrate the divine feminine. That also happens to be the 8th moon, so the 8th moon is Kalabhairava's moon. And Kalabhairava is a form of Shiva who controls time. So on this day, you also want to assess how you spend your time and how you can improve that, how you can make your time more valuable and really make the most out of every moment. So instead of wasting time on things that cause you pain or are unimportant or overly dramatic, we all do these things. Kalabhairava asks us to really streamline things and to make every second count. After that, you want to look at May 13th. It's a Wednesday, and it happens to be the 11th moon. So Vishnu energy on Wednesday, Vishnu's day, brings a lot of prosperity. So you can use many sounds for Vishnu. There's all the different archetypes from Krishna to Rama to Narasimha. One mantra for Vishnu is Om Namo Narayananaya, Namaha. You can chant that, or again you can look online at Astrology and Pillai Center for all the offerings. There will definitely be an interactive fire lab for that. And there's more Vishnu in the week, as a very important day called Vishnupati falls on Friday, May 15th. Now this only happens 4 times a year, and Vishnupati is signaled to us all when the sun moves into a fixed zodiac sign. So the sun will be transiting or moving from Aries to Taurus on this day, and Taurus is what's known as fixed. So the reason this helps us with prosperity and Vishnu's energy is the sun can help us stabilize things in a fixed sign. So it can help us stabilize the blessings of Vishnu. It can help us stabilize how we acquire and how we use our wealth. Plus, Taurus is very much about the material world. It's about luxury and joy and refinement. So this power and light of the sun comes into the sign. You don't want to miss Vishnupati. Again, it only happens 4 times a year, and it's a beautiful opportunity to connect with this archetype and ask for guidance and grace in really assessing your material desires. If it's money, if it's a house, a boat, a car, a trip, beautiful clothes, you want to eat out at fancy restaurants, whatever your heart's desire is, call upon Vishnu, use the mantras, use the meditations, participate in the fire rituals, however you can incorporate more of Vishnu's energy into your life. The great thing about this day is it's also the 13th moon, or Pradosham. So you have a chance to do Pradosham karma clearing rituals and then invoke the power of Vishnu. So you're clearing out the old and bringing in the new. For Pradosham, you can chant Tiranila Kantam, Makaral Shivaya Nama. You can roll and cut lemons or limes. You can pour milk over a Shiva Lingam. These are the basics. You can always chant and ask for blessings from Shiva. So Shiva will help you clear the karma, and then Vishnu will bring in the wealth on this very powerful Friday, Vishnupati Pradosham. Just a few days after that, on the 17th, we have a new moon. So the new moon is a reflective time. It's always about starting fresh. So clearing more negativity, getting all the dark cobwebs out of our mind, our body, and really starting fresh so that you can create and manifest as the moon begins to grow in the waxing phase. May 20th is a 4th moon, which is a very powerful day to call upon Ganesha and ask for obstacles to be removed. You can use Om Gam Ganapataye, and Ganesha comes to clear away things. There are obstacles you know of, you're very aware of, and there are also obstacles you are not aware of, things you can't see yourself. Ganesha can see that they're there and move them out of the way. After that, I want to hit on the final weekend of the month, Shani Pradosham, Saturday 13th moon on May 30th. It's a wonderful day, again, to clear karma. And when you have the influence of Saturn, Saturn is the planet most affecting our karma, so he can help you clear more deeply rooted karmas. So don't miss that day. Again, Tirunila Kantam Makaral Shivaya Nama is a great mantra to do on Pradosham, and really focusing on where you hold karma. It could be about anything in your life. It could be about your spiritual practice. It could be about relationships. We have a lot of karma in relationships, friendships, the way we relate to others, a lot of karma in the work we do, in our jobs, our career paths, a lot of karma around money and experiencing joy in the physical world. So make sure you clear that out on May 30th, Shani Pradosham. So these are the highlights. Again, visit Pillai Center. There's a group of interactive fire labs every month. You can participate by purchasing a package or individual fire labs. So look for all of these important dates. As well as visiting Astroved, they have great information and great remedies you can do on the specific dates as well. Now, I want to remind you the sun is exalted in Aries the first 2 weeks of the month, so you have extra power in the sun to give you a boost in life, to give you vitality and health, and to give you power and authority in everything you do. So don't let this time pass. Just wake up with the sunrise every day, say a prayer to the sun, ask for greater intelligence and power in your life. A lot of the planets are moving into Taurus in this month of May, so the sun will move in the middle of the month into Taurus on Vishnupati. Mars moves into Taurus, Mercury moves into Taurus, so there's a lot of Taurus energy, which is very slow, is very stable, and it's very much about the earth and this material world. It's about experiencing luxury, having wealth, using your senses to explore and learn. So just pay attention to that and see if you notice anything, and know that there's a shift of the planets. You'll feel it in your communication, you'll feel it in your action, and you'll feel it again when the sun moves there. It will help with that wealth consciousness. Finally, I wanted to give you a quick tip on how you can incorporate the time shaktis on a daily basis. So most of you, many of you, know that every day of the week is associated with a planet. So Monday is the moon, Sunday is the sun, Tuesday is Mars, and so on. The best thing you can do to keep yourself in alignment with these time shaktis is to acknowledge the planet of the day. And Dr. Pillai said this can literally take 30 seconds. And all you have to do is first learn the planet of the day, or look online, or look on Horror Watch, or look on your calendar, and then acknowledge the planet and ask for guidance. So for example, today is Sunday, you would wake up and you would acknowledge the sun and ask the sun to guide you to learn the lessons you need to know about the characteristics of the sun, which include our life force, our health, our ability to be authoritative, our ability to be empowered and to empower others. And also to purify ourselves. The sun is a great purifier. So if you just do that on Sunday, you're already connecting to this planet. You're already tapping into the time shaktis. So there's a few ways you can do this. One is learning the very simple mantra for the planets and just saying that once a day during that day of the week. So for the sun, you would say, Om Suryaya Namaha. For the moon on Monday, you would say, Om Chandraya Namaha. For Mars on Tuesday, you would say, Om Mangalaya Namaha. For Mercury on Wednesday, you would say, Om Buddhaya Namaha. For Jupiter on Thursday, you would say, Om Gurave Namaha. Venus rules Friday, and you would say Om Shukraya Namaha. And Saturn rules Saturday, so it's Om Shani Sharaya Namaha. And the other option you have is on Astroved, there's something called a virtual puja, and you can virtually, online or on your phone, offer light, flowers, and incense to the planet of the day. And Dr. Pillai had this app created. It's a animated offering with his voice chanting as a very simple way so that everyone can have access to connecting with the planets on a daily basis. So these are two simple ways to bring the planets into your day, and it's a great place to start in your exploration of the time shaktis. So let us know if that helps, let us know if you want more tips like that, and let us know how you're doing with these highlighted dates, and if you're participating in any of the offerings, what results you've experienced. So May is going to be a great month. We're having a great year so far. There's a lot of support for transformation. There's a lot of support for being our powerful selves, and the more we do these teachings that we're learning from Dr. Pillai, the more that we tap into these divine energies of the planets and the stars, again, the more conscious we become, and the more authentic and fully activated we become. So it's an exciting time. I am very grateful that you are part of this, that you're on this journey, that you're interested in the time shaktis. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful month of May, and we will see you again for the June energy outlook.